falling in love while wearing a mask I couldn't afford to keep. I, 24M, grew up poor. Not we had to skip vacations poor, but skipping meals to pay rent poor. My dad left when I was 6, and my mom worked 2 jobs just to keep the lights on. I've always had a chip on my shoulder about money. I hated the feeling of being looked down on, pitied, or ignored. Fast forward to last year, I was working part-time at a local bookstore and doing deliveries at night just to save up enough to finish my final year of college. I barely had time for friends, let alone dating, until one random night changed everything. She walked in just before closing. Her name was Sierra, 21, stunning, smart, and carrying herself like she owned the world. She asked for a rare poetry book. I found it in the back and cracked a few jokes. She laughed. Actually laughed. That laugh? Man, it did something to me. The next day she came back. And then the next. Soon we were texting, calling, spending late nights talking about life. I started falling hard. Here's where the lie began. On our 3rd date, she asked where I lived. I panicked. I didn't want to bring her back to the tiny apartment I shared with 2 other guys and the smell of ramen. So I told her I was staying temporarily at a friend's house. In a better neighborhood. Then it snowballed. When she asked what I did for work, I didn't tell her I worked double shifts. I said I was dabbling in business. She laughed and said she loved an ambitious man. I started dressing better, cheap thrifted clothes that looked expensive if you didn't look too hard. I borrowed my friend's beat-up BMW once to pick her up. She thought I was low-key rich. And I let her think it. The guilt? Yeah, it was eating me alive. But you have to understand, I didn't think someone like her would ever stay with someone like me. I told myself I'd tell her when the time was right. When I had something real to offer. But she had secrets of her own. 3 months in, I was in love. I had never felt this seen, this wanted. She'd cook for me, call me her king, post pictures with captions like my forever. I thought maybe, I could make this work. So I started working harder, taking more night shifts, sleeping less, saving more. And then one day, she stopped replying. No good morning texts. No calls. I figured maybe she was busy. But by the 3rd day, I knew something was off. I messaged her. Hey, everything okay? No reply. Another message. Still nothing. A week passed. Then I saw it. She posted a picture. On Instagram. With another guy. His arm around her waist. Her hand on his chest. Caption, when real love finds you, you just know. I felt like someone punched the air out of my lungs. I messaged her again, no reply. I called, straight to voicemail. I sat in my car for hours that night, staring at my cracked phone screen, wondering how I went from her king to nothing. I finally got the truth from a mutual friend who worked at the cafe she used to visit. She told her friends I was fun but broke, and she didn't see a future with someone who couldn't even afford a proper date. She said, and I quote, he had potential, but I'm not here to raise a project. That hurt more than anything. I didn't cry. I didn't scream. I just stopped talking about her. Buried it all. But something inside me flipped. I started working non-stop, not to win her back, but to prove to myself that I didn't need someone like her to feel worthy. I graduated with honors. Got into a tech startup. Took online certifications. 1 year later, I was hired by a US-based firm. Remote job. Solid salary. I moved out. Got my own place. Bought a decent car, nothing fancy, but it was mine. And then, it happened. She messaged me. Hey! Long time no talk. I saw your LinkedIn. Wow. So proud of you. I stared at the message for 5 minutes. Deleted it. She sent another. We should catch up sometime. You know what I did? I replied, I'm not the guy you left behind. And you're not the girl I fell for. Wishing you the best though. Then I blocked her. Not because I hate her. But because I finally learned the difference between someone who loves the idea of you and someone who loves you, even at your lowest. And here's the thing. The next person I date? I'm starting with the truth. Because if someone can't love me when I have nothing, they don't deserve me when I have everything.